Hi everybody, it's Miss O'Malley. I wanted to read you guys one of my favorite books today. It's called Poppy's Plate Full of Smiles. This is a very special book to me because my aunt actually illustrated this book and gave me one of the copies. It also talks about how much you guys should love and appreciate your family, and even if people come from different cultures, you still accept everybody, and everybody brings something unique to the table. So let's get into it. So here's the first page. A warm, gentle breeze whistled through the leaves on the grapevine trellis. Poppy and I were sitting there admiring the grapes as they hung down in large purple bunches. Poppy reached up and plucked a fat, ripe grape from the bunch. He held it up before his eyes, giving it a good once-over. He always looked for pure perfection in his crop. "It's a good year for grapes," Poppy said with pride, raising up a bunch to the sun as he inspected them. "Yes, sir, Poppy. It's a good year for grapes, all right. I think my Poppy is one of the smartest people in the whole wide world. And if he says it's a good year for grape, then it just had to be." "Oh my, pesta noche. You're getting to be so big." Poppy pulled him close to him. "Just look at you. You're almost as big as an olive tree." Poppy stood me up next to measure. I was growing. I came all the way up to Poppy's belly. I wasn't so sure how that compared to an olive tree. I had never seen an olive tree before. My Poppy had seen many of them. The olive trees grew big and full in his hometown in Italy. When Poppy was just a boy of 12, he left Italy with his family. He set sail upon a big ship and came to a port in New York City. America has soon to become his new home. He was very scared when he first came here. New York was a very big and noisy city, nothing like the mountain country he was used to. People were all speaking in different language. He could not understand the language at all. All he knew was Italian. Over time, he learned to understand the English language and was able to read and write in English. It was a very long and difficult task. Poppy still speaks in Italian from time to time. Poppy means grandfather in Italian. Here's the picture. Poppy remembers special times with his family while growing up in the mountains of Italy. Poppy enjoys going back there once every year in September. This is the time of year when the fruit of the fig trees is ripe and juicy. This is one of the many things Poppy loves about Italy. He's told me many stories of his homeland. All of them have become very special to him. They have become the diary of his childhood, and he holds them very dear. I think that I understand what he feels. It makes him happy to remember. I like to see Poppy happy. We're the very best of buddies, and best buddies like to see each other happy. Isn't that true? Don't you guys like to see your friends happy? I know I do. Poppy and I enjoy doing things together. We like to go out on long walks. On our walks, he tells me all about Italy. With every tale he tells, my mind goes off with him on a new adventure in his very far away land. High up into the mountains, the sun can only shine on one side of the mountain. People live on that side, where everything grows green. The other side of the mountain is where the sun cannot reach. It is made only of rocks, ice, and snow. On one side of the mountain where the sun shines, grapes grow on vines that put a fruity smell into the mountain breezes. Goats and cows climb around the rocks with their udders full of rich, creamy milk. Poppy has told me that it makes the very best cheese. He should know. His relatives still make the best cheese in the mountains. Poppy has brought back many of his family's recipes to America. He makes table wine, sausage, and polenta. Polenta is my favorite. When Poppy goes back to visit, he brings home his favorite, cheese. Poppy waves his hand all around when he's telling me one of his corny jokes. He even makes himself laugh. He thinks that they're really funny, and that makes me giggle. He pats me on my back and he says, "A fine, fine job," after he looked at my schoolwork. His hands tussle and rustle and mess up my hair when he's joking with me. Poppy also loves to hug and snuggle me whenever I come to visit. He tells me that I make him feel special and important just like me. I like our walks through the pine trees the best. Down to the pond we bring breadsticks to feed the ducks. Watch out for that mean old swan. Swans aren't mean. Poppy shouts to the warning. He's got a neck on him to stretch a mile. Oh, and that beak of his will nip you for sure. Go swans. It's getting dark. The sun's starting to hide behind the hill, leaving a harvest glow of autumn colors across the pond. Hand in hand, we walk back up to the house. Poppy's favorite saying is piatto de bella cera. It means plate full of smiles. That's what Poppy says he's making for dinner tonight. I say, that's what he is to me. Poppy's hands are always warm when he holds my hand. He says it's because he's hot-blooded. I love my Poppy's hand holding mine. When I grow up, I want to be just like him, warm, strong, and smart. Then I'll know all of his favorite stories to tell my piatto de bella cera. I'll hold my grandchild's hand when we go for a walk and tell him corny jokes to make him giggle on our way down to the pond to feed the ducks. I'll remember all of my Poppy stories of Italy. One day, when I'm bigger than an olive tree, I'll go there myself. I'll never forget anything about my Poppy and me. As Poppy sings O Solo Miro, we walk back home. I don't know what one single word means, but it's fun to sing along. Poppy, what's for dinner? I ask. I'm hungry. Oh my, piatto de bella cera. How about some polenta tonight? That's my Poppy. And that is the end. That was Poppy's plate full of smiles. Remember to smile and get some vitamin D and go outside if you can. And cherish the people that you're at home with and all of your friends and your teachers and everybody. A smile could go a long way. Have fun with your distance learning. Make sure you guys check out my YouTube channel and do some workouts and get moving. See you guys later.